Hello guys, this is Sandra here. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. It's lovely to have you here and I hope you're gonna enjoy your time. So usually I don't start off my bed, but today is gonna be a bit more of a relaxed, chatty, get ready with me, because I don't know, I haven't filmed a video like that in a while and I thought we can start it off vlog style because I've never done this. So I don't know, why not? So we're gonna go ahead and choose a few products that I want to use today, and then I will meet you at my table so we can get started. Alright, so now that we have all of our products, we can get started, and I decided to use my primer first, which is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And if you've been here around, you know that usually I start with my eyes, but recently I started putting on my primer first, well, not always, but on a few occasions, to let it sink into my skin, and I quite like it, so we're gonna do that today. And I just mainly apply this in my T-zone, and I already have my moisturizer on and also an SPF because I went out today. So once a week we like to go to our local coffee place because we can't really go anywhere at the moment. We live in the UK, so you know, it's almost like a date out, even if it's just to the local coffee, and at least we support a local business, so you know, why not do that if we can? And they adapted really well, and they have really nice pastries and coffee and like hot chocolate and cold chocolate. They are good. So next we're gonna go in with the eyes, and I'm gonna use the Huda Beauty New Nudes palette because I haven't really reached for it just yet. And I'm gonna start with using the concealed shade in there as an eye primer, and I used it I think once before to prime my eyelids, and I was going to work and it did not hold up really well. It started creasing fairly early, but oh, there's an eyelash on my eye. But it's quite humid at work, so I thought I can give it another try today. I got this palette just in February for my birthday, so I haven't used it an awful lot yet. So I thought today will be the perfect time to do that. But anyway, how are you guys? How is everyone doing? Wherever you live, have you gone back to work yet? or are you still at home? I'm currently still waiting to see when I can go back to work. But you know, at least that gives me some time to work on my YouTube content. At this point I've been home for about 2.5 months or so, coming up to 3 next week actually, I think. So you know, it's been a while. It's been a ride and a half, quite emotional at times, but I'm sure that's the same for everyone. The world is just a bit of a crazy place at the moment. Next, I'm gonna just use a big fluffy brush and the shade Bear to set it, because it's a super creamy base. So I feel like it needs a light setting at least. One thing I wanted to talk to you for sure, I haven't really planned out, I just thought this can be a nice chatty video. But one thing I know I'm gonna talk about is my Use Them Shadows series. So if you haven't seen it yet, basically every Friday I choose one of my eyeshadow palettes and I create a look with them. It's just so sort of, you know, I can keep it creative, but also to make sure that I can sort of rotate through my eyeshadow palette collection and nothing gets neglected. And I've done about 19 videos so far. I think last week was 18, and I've done it every Friday apart from about 2 weeks ago when I silenced my channel for the Black Lives Matter movement. But apart from that, I posted every single Friday a video with one of my eyeshadow palettes, whether it was a newer one or an older one. I kept going with it, and I decided to stop doing that. Not stop it entirely. Sorry, I'm just trying to sort of decide as well what shade to use. I don't want this to be too dark, but then I also don't want it to be too light. So I think I'm gonna go in first with the shade Spanked. So I decided to sort of keep it a bit more relaxed, just because I feel like sometimes it's really limiting of the content I can and want to put out. Basically, with every idea I have and all the project plans I have going around, it was really limited of what I can put out, because I have like 4 project plans maybe throughout the month, and then I also have these ideas, these videos every Friday, so I thought that's just really stopping me to putting out all the content I want. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna bring it down to every second Friday, or sometimes maybe even just having 2 weeks in between. Just because for 18 weeks now, which is how many months? At least 4 months and a bit. It's just really limiting, and yeah, I just want to change it up a bit. So I'm still gonna do it. It's just not gonna be every Friday. And to be fair, that's not the most popular thing on my channel anyway. I really enjoy doing them, but it doesn't mean that that's the, you know, best achieving thing on my channel. But I will still keep doing it, just not as rigid as it was before. I think I'm gonna do it every second Friday, but if for some time, I don't know, sometimes I might have 2 other Fridays in between before I post another one. But I still keep it. You know, I have over 30 palettes, and you know, I bought a few lately, so oh well. Oh well. But I'm still gonna keep doing it, just not as often as before. So next I'm gonna go in the shade Love Bite and just darken it up a touch. But what do you think? Let me know. Also, I posted a video about my new Beauty Bay Pastels palette on Monday, and I bought 2 other eyeshadow palettes alongside that. See, I told you I have a lot. Which is from Revolution. It's the new neon eyeshadow palettes. I have a yellow and I have an orange, and I want to do a review about them possibly next week. But I was wondering, when someone buys 2 eyeshadow palettes from the same collection, do you prefer them to be reviewed together, or would you prefer them being reviewed separately? I was thinking of reviewing them together, but I can also possibly go more in depth in 2 separate videos, so I'm a bit torn about what I should do with them. I'm not fully sure at this point, So let me know, what do you prefer? I can imagine it going both ways, but I guess we'll see. Now I'm going to move over to the shade Lace and just blend it all out on the outer edges. This look is becoming a bit more blown out than I planned, but hey ho, it happens sometimes. Alright, now we're going to move into the shade Daydream, and I will try to use it on a flat brush first to see how it works. If it doesn't work out fully, then I'm going to move back to my finger with this. But let's see. Again, I haven't used this palette that many times yet. Ooh, pretty! Let's go in with the finger. Ooh, yeah. That's nice. Okay, now I'm just gonna go over and blend it out, and then I will do the exact same on the other eye, and then I will come back to you and we can chat about a few more things, but I find it quite hard to do eyeshadow and chat at the same time, so just give me a second. Okay, we're back. Also, there's one product that you're not gonna see in the beginning of this video, and this is the Urban Decay Heavy Metal liner in the shade Volume. I just decided to apply Love Bite as a liner and then use this on top of it, just because, you know me, I love my glitter. And also I use Crave, which is this shade just in the inner corners. But now we can move on to the rest of my face. First, because the foundation I'm going to use is quite light coverage, I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer and apply it in the areas where I have a few little... They're not really breakouts anymore, I just have some scarring left because I can't stop myself from scratching my face off. So, you know, that's me in a nutshell. I keep telling other people not to do it, but then I'm a hypocrite and I do it to myself. Great. And this concealer is roughly the same shade as my skin, not lighter, so it's not gonna, you know, be really visible, but just in case it's not the same shade as the rest of my foundation, I like to lie it down first. And I'm gonna use my Sigma sponge to just pat it in the skin. So again, this will give me an extra layer of coverage. Oh, I have such a bad... Well, I can't really decide if it's my tooth or my gum, but it's around my wisdom teeth, and every once in a while it likes to hurt. And you know, I've been a few months ago at the dentist. There's nothing wrong with my teeth, I know that for a fact, so I'm not too worried. But she did say that my teeth, well, my wisdom teeth in particular, are like half under my gum, half out, so they never fully came out. She said it's alright. I just need to make sure that I pay particular attention when I scrub those areas. Yay. She said they are fine, and they do hurt sometimes, but it's nothing too bad that a little paracetamol can't help. But I could just feel it now as I was patting it with the sponge. Oh, I forgot how much I love this foundation. I haven't used it in a while, and I've seen it today and I'm like, yes, I want to use it this time around and bring it out while I can, because once I get a bit more tan, this shade is not going to fit me anymore till the winter. So at the moment I'm using the shade 2, but usually in the summer I can go up to like a shade 4. I mean, I'm not sure about this summer, we haven't seen a lot of sun yet, so, you know, we'll see what happens this summer. I was supposed to go home on holiday this Saturday, actually. We were supposed to fly, but our flights have been cancelled. I'm sure a lot of you are in the same boat. So if you didn't know, I'm from Hungary, and every summer I like to go home for about 2 weeks just to see my family, see friends, spend some quality time together. And my boyfriend usually comes with me, so we travel a bit more and I can show him the country because he's British. And it's always such a fun time. And usually we go the end of June, beginning of July, so we can catch some great weather there and go to the beach. But unfortunately it's not happening this year. Our flights have been cancelled quite a little while ago now. We were supposed to fly out this Saturday morning and then fly back on the 4th of July. So I'm quite sad about that, but obviously there's nothing we can do about that. I just cannot afford to go home and then if we go back to work, I mean, I know now it's just a matter of time. Luckily the situation is getting slightly better in the UK now, but I just cannot afford to go home and then be quarantined for 2 weeks once we get back, so I cannot unfortunately do that. Which means that we can go home. Not sure why I showed you this, it's not like I showed you the other ones, but you've seen them all in the beginning of the video, and this is more a chatty video. But yeah, unfortunately, cannot go home now. Maybe later on in the year we will be able to fly home, but obviously it depends on how I will be able to take my holidays, because most of them have been pre-booked and usually this is my longest holiday, but I think I have another 2-week one later on in the year, so maybe if we can travel by then we can go home. Also, I want to go home this October because my mum is turning 50 and I want to surprise her. Now, if she's watching this video, it's fine. I mean, I think they said that they sometimes watch it, but because I don't have Hungarian subtitles, she doesn't understand what I'm talking about. She would understand Mum, but I don't think she's gonna get to this point of the video, so it's fine. Mum, if you're watching, don't translate. But yeah, basically, I was planning on surprising her, and I have a long weekend booked off then as well. So maybe I can fly home then, and also, I think I have a longer period somewhere later on in the year. So if we can travel by then, it's great. I know a lot of you will probably be in the same boat, but let me know, has this affected many of your holiday plans? I know a lot of people have been struggling with this. It's not only me, but obviously I would much rather be safe than sorry at the end of it. Okay, now let's see. I want it to be bronzy today, but this bronzer might be a bit too dark because, again, I have no tan so far, but I'm using it on this brush that picks up just a small amount of products that can go in lightly. But yeah, let me know, have your holiday plans be affected? Oh my god, that did not make sense. So let me try that again. Have your holiday plans been affected? There we go. Hopefully not, but unfortunately there's not much we can do. You just have to sort of, you know, be patient and, well, just wait till we can go again. Luckily, I've been home in January. I don't usually go home for just a few days because my parents divorced, so if I want to spend time with both of them, it's quite tricky if, let's say, I'm only there for like 2 days or whatever. But I've been home for 4 or 5 days, I think, in January. So that was nice. And then also we went away on a holiday this February to Paris. So at least, you know, we are part of the lucky bunch who actually got to get away a little bit this year already before the whole, you know, pandemic really broke out and everything got shut down. So I'm lucky in that sense that we got to do a little bit of traveling before. Also, let me know what you think. I shot quite a few little video snippets. I went to Paris and I thought maybe I can put it together in a little vlog, but I actually never got around to do it just because I had all these other ideas and then it seemed like it's a bit too late. But would you be interested in watching like a little, I don't know, travel diaries, quite chilled kind of video? Because then I can definitely try to still put it together. I've never shot anything like that, but I have all these clips that I can try to make work. And I think that could be actually quite fun. And I think I also have a few video snippets. Last October we've been to oh my god, why can I not talk? Last October we've been to Cornwall and I have a few snippets from there as well. So would you be interested in those two travel diaries, if you can call them that? It will be just a really short few minutes video of some beautiful places that we've seen. Would anyone want to watch it? I don't know, it's not typically what my channel is about, but I think that could be quite fun. Now, this highlighter is beautiful, but I can only wear it when I really bronze up, so I thought today is the day. But look at it, it's the Illamasqua Epic, no, Beyond Powder, and I'm pretty sure mine is in the shade Epic, which is a bit too dark for me normally, but in the summertime with super bronze skin, I can get away with it. It's quite nice on the eyes as well. But I really have to blend it in with my bronzer. So yeah, let me know what you think of all these topics. I know I mentioned quite a few bits, but that's the whole point of a chatty video. And that's why I like to do these every once in a while, so I can include these topics. Another thing as well, my channel has been growing a little bit, which I'm super happy about. So if you're new here, thank you so much for subscribing, and we are getting so super close to 250. And I know I mentioned it a few times, but my boyfriend promised me that I can do his makeup on camera as a sort of celebration and fun video when we get to 250. So please join this little circle of mine so we can have some fun. I think it could be quite fun. And I also want him to do my makeup because I would be quite interested in how he would cope with that, because he's quite artsy. And he said that he can do it once we get to 500. I told him he can choose whichever he wants to do first. And for some reason he's a lot more open to me putting makeup on him. Why? I don't know, but he is. So we're gonna go with that once I hit 250. And we're so close, so close. I'm super excited about that. But again, thank you to everyone who subscribed so far, whether it's been when I was at 10 or 0 or 200. I appreciate you either way. Now I'm gonna go back to the shade Spanked and blend it out on the lower lash line. Yeah, I like this makeup. Alright, surprise! I finished my makeup. So the camera died, and to be fair, I already talked about most of the things I wanted to. So apart from not being able to do anything with my hair, I'm gonna just talk you through quickly, although you've seen all the products I chose earlier. But for my brows, I filled it in with the brown shade So Faint from the Naked Basics palette. Then on my lips, I use these two melted lipsticks from Too Faced. So I use Melted Chihuahua first, and then just in the middle I use the Metallic Peony. So that's what on my lips, and I just use the, what is it, Gosh Bombastic Overdose Mascara, which is really growing on me, by the way. But that's it really. So I just, thought I might as well just put it on and then come back to you and say goodbye. So again, quick recap, because I have a few questions for you. So have you missed any holidays this year? If so, I'm so sorry, but we're both in the same boat. But if you want to talk about it, let me know in the comments below. Also, another massive thank you to everyone who has subscribed to me, lately, or just ever in general. Also, another question, I have this here to show you as well. Again, do you want me to do a review video of these together in the same video, or should I do it in two separate videos? What do you think would work best? Let me know. And then again, just so you remember, I'm not gonna have a Use Them Shadows video this Friday. I will have one next Friday, and I will try to do them every second Friday, but I might sometimes miss 2 Fridays and then come back to it. What other questions did I have? Did I have anything else? I think that's it. Also, if there's any other video that you would want me to film, let me know. I can do that for you. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. I've been chatting for quite a while. If you're still here, you're a real trooper. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing. It would mean so much to me. If you already did, thank you. Consider pressing that bell button so you get notified. I upload videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and I have the occasional Saturday videos as well. But for now, I think that's it. I'm gonna go. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye!